You're listening to the Productive Therapist Podcast, the world's greatest and most brilliant resource for busy therapists who'd rather be laying on a beach in Hawaii. Every week we share helpful tips on where to put what, how to do this, that and the other, and the best way to get your ducks in a row. And now here's your host, licensed therapist, head nerd, and productivity Yoda, Uriah Guilford.
Hello and welcome to the Productive Therapist Podcast. I have a special episode for you today. I'm talking with Tamara Howell from TheraBundle.
Hi, Uriah. Thank you so much for hosting me on your podcast. It's a pleasure to join you. And hello, everybody. My name is Tamara Howell. I'm a UK qualified psychotherapist based in France.
And we are doing something interesting, which is recording this podcast interview asynchronously, which means we're recording our questions and answers separately. So it should be interesting to see how it turns out. But I'm very excited to have you on the podcast, Tamara. I have to ask you this question first. What is your favorite band from your high school years?
So I love this first question that you asked me, and I actually recorded an answer for you because we're recording asynchronously. And I shared that my first album was Guns N' Roses, Use Your Illusion 2, and I was really into Nirvana, and then I got into Brit, kind of indie. And my husband overheard me and then reminded me that I also was really into bands like E17 and Snap and 2 Unlimited and things like that. So I don't know if I was quite as cool as I thought I was, but I guess I listened to an eclectic range of music.
Can you tell us a little bit about TheraBundle, what it is, and how you came up with, honestly, such an awesome idea?
Yeah, so TheraBundle is a really fun idea. And like most of the fun ideas that I have, I usually get them from someone else out in the wild of the internet world and then think about how they could benefit therapists. So I bought a bundle a few years ago. Couldn't believe my luck getting so many resources for $100. I think I bought straight from a Facebook ad because I didn't know the host, and I started following the host of the bundle, bought the bundle, signed up for lots of different resources that were in the bundle, and then I stumbled across this amazing offer in there and actually came to start following one of those people who became my coach and kind of a mentor and joined her mastermind. And it's been kind of an amazing experience for me to come across different offers and different creators through bundles. I've bought a couple since then, and I've changed as a bundle buyer. At the beginning, I used to sign up for everything, and now I'm very discerning, and I think about like, okay, well, I'd like these 10 things, and this is how much is saving me. So for people who don't know what TheraBundle is or what a course bundle is, it's a collection of courses, downloads, templates, workshops, masterclasses that are self-paced and sold together collectively for a very short period of time. So the way that I do TheraBundle is the collection is available for sale for 1 week only for $100. And all the contributors put their courses and downloads and products into the bundle for that 1 week. So they're all independent creations that we sell on our websites as teachers and coaches and, membership hosts and things like that. And then just for 1 week only, we just put everything in one basket together and we sell it all together collectively. The reasons that we do that are, I want to say twofold, but they're a millionfold, really. It creates accessibility and affordability for buyers. It gives us a chance to work together as contributors. It gives us a chance to promote each other and cross-pollinate our audiences, so we get to meet other people that we wouldn't necessarily come across or who wouldn't necessarily come across us. And there's also the possibility of earning affiliate revenue. So for the contributors who join in the bundle, they each get a unique affiliate link. And for any of the people who sign up to the bundle using that affiliate link, they earn a commission for those sales. So there's also the possibility of earning revenue. it's kind of a massive leap of faith for the contributors because, of course, there's no guarantee at how many sales they will make. And so it's very, there's a lot of trust, I think, in this project. First of all, there will be some contributors who don't have very big email lists or don't have very big audiences, and they're really doing it for the experience of connecting with the other contributors. They're doing it for the experience of getting something ready and promoting together and building an audience and building relationships with people because they get to meet, potential people who might want to work with them in the future. And then there are people who have larger lists and they don't really have any guarantee that, the people who are on their email list will want to buy TheraBundle and sign up for multiple offers, actually. So it's a massive leap of faith and potentially lots and lots of people will want to buy the bundle. I really hope that. And it's absolutely amazing this year. It's really next level. The content is just fantastic. And so I hope that, but the contributors, they join in without having any guarantee of any of those things. And so I really, really appreciate the leap of faith that people take joining in and the work, because contributors have to put in a lot of work up front, getting everything ready. And I have like a strict list of requirements, and contributors spend a lot of time getting this stuff prepared. So I really appreciate the leap of faith and the trust that goes into participating in a bundle. And it is a fun idea, but it's also like, we take it very seriously, this project. So it's a great opportunity, really. And I'm so glad that we're getting to work together on it as well.
What kind of challenges are you seeing therapists running into with finding sort of the best resources, trainings, and tools, the things that they need to do their work? I'm curious what you're seeing there. There's so many options out there. And how does TheraBundle maybe help with that challenge?
I love this question about the challenges that we see therapists running into, because it's not just about the challenges that we face in our work, but it's also about how do we find the best resources and trainings and tools. And the reason why I like doing the bundle is because I feel like the content is very fresh. The creators are independent creators, so we're not like a big conglomerate that's like reeling out loads and loads of courses and we just have like a format. Like everybody is an individual creator that has felt moved to share something with the therapist community. And for me, it means that the trainings are really current. And I think that part of the difficulty that we often find with finding resources and trainings and tools and things like that is that they're not necessarily all current or up to date. And I'm certainly guilty of that, like making a course a few years ago and then just leaving it on my website, And so I think with the bundle, everything's been created fairly recently. There's a lot of like reference to post-pandemic work. And I do think it's different having a post-pandemic practice than a practice, say 5 or 6 years ago. And so I think that the resources are, I think that's really helpful. To have resources that have been created really recently. And I think that another challenge that we often face can be to do with finance. And I think that this applies whether you're a therapist working in an agency or for a charity, if you're still on placement, if you are still under supervision, if you are in your career, if you have a full practice, if you're thinking about retiring. I think that, it can feel very difficult to invest in lots and lots of different trainings. And so I think what happens then is that we sometimes limit ourselves, we sometimes limit ourselves to the necessary. And what I really love about the possibility of the bundle, having 90 plus resources for $100 only, means that we don't have to limit our interests. We don't have to limit what kind of learning we have access to. We can actually learn about things we're interested in, but maybe didn't have the money to invest in a bigger course. And we can also really play with our interests. It can be more fun. It can be less pressure. When I spend $1,000 on something, I feel so much pressure. And when I have a selection of courses that I bought for $100, I maybe I'll log in and watch this workshop today, or maybe I'll listen to this while I go for a jog, or, maybe I'll download this resource and maybe I'll organize everything nicely in my Trello board or something. And so it can start to become more fun, and it can start to become less pressured. And so those are the main things that I find is that spending a lot of money is often really worth it. But, also sometimes having a large selection of things can give us a little bit more freedom and playfulness in our learning. And that's definitely what I want to bring to TheraBundle.
Tamara, thanks so much for being on the podcast today. I'm curious if you can share where people can go to find out more about TheraBundle and get involved.
So for people who would like to find out more about TheraBundle, you can check out the website. And I encourage you, if you are finding out about this on Uriah's podcast, to use Uriah's affiliate link, which is therabundle.com/Uriah. And you will be able to read testimonials from last year. So you'll be able to find out from people who bought the TheraBundle last year what the experience was like. Please bear in mind that the content is different every single time. So this is the only time that this combination of offers will be available. And it will be available from the 24th until the 31st of October, 2023. People will have, after buying, a month to sign up for all of the offers that they would like to. So you can go and sign up for 90 offers. You can sign up for 5 offers. And there's over $7,500 worth of value, worth of courses. And what that means is that if you individually went to all 90 plus websites and bought all of the resources, that it would cost over $7,500. We are all currently selling these offers. And for 1 week only, we collectively sell them together for $100. So I encourage you to go and find out more about the bundle. By the time this is published, there will be much more information about the bundle and the contents of the bundle as well, which I'm very excited to reveal. And I encourage you to use Uriah's affiliate link, therabundle.com/Uriah, so that he has the potential to earn revenue from any sales that are made as a result of you learning about the bundle from this podcast. If you're interested in participating in TheraBundle, in creating courses generally, then a great place to start would be the contents of the bundle this year, because there are going to be several resources for therapists who are thinking about expanding into multiple income streams, who are thinking about podcasting, YouTubing, who are thinking about creating courses or groups. And so I hope that you enjoy the content of that. The application form is actually already up for next year, and we've already had a bunch of applications. So we provide a lot of support to contributors throughout the creation process and guidance about when it's a good time to be in a bundle, because there are quite a few bundles out there that people can participate in. And so we love talking about bundles over at TheraBundle, and I do hope that some of the people who are listening to this today will also consider becoming contributors at some point, whether it's in my bundle, in TheraBundle, or in other ones. I just love the collaborative element of the bundle model, and I think it can make the whole multiple income stream move more fun, accessible, and possible.